slashcrew. This is your feedback for evaluation question number 2. So this is about your combination of products. So how effective the combination of your main product and the single texts, of which there are 2, so make sure there's an S in there. Okay, so before we do anything else, we should have a definition here of what synergy and cross-media convergence and brand identity are. They're the 3 key words that this should start off with. Da, da, and da. Again, if you look at other examples from last year's students, if we look at the good one, I think it was Snatch Productions, I think it was, and we look at their question number 2. I think what they did was start with a definition. There we go, look, so there's my little definition of what synergy and stuff like that is. Examples of synergy and ideas. So yeah, I think you need to discuss that in a little bit more detail, just so it's clear that there's some form of intro. Okay, so we've talked about Fast and Furious. So one thing you'd want to pick up then about this, if you can talk about synergy, convergence, and branding, is you want to talk about the idea that a franchise is a movie that continues the film along because it's successful. But it's that Fast and the Furious. How is it using the fonts? How is it evolving over time? How do the films maintain that brand identity? Well, the first thing I've noticed is every single one of them, apart from that one's got a car on it. That one's number 7, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the shop. It's those kind of things in there you see that you want to be picking up on, particularly. Fast and the Furious, we've got this idea of the speed kind of trails on there. That's quite important. Okay. Careful with that, because you've got 2 number 6s in there. Okay, good. Yep. Okay, so we've talked about all that. Again, you want to talk about the branding. It's Vin Diesel's in all of them, I think, isn't he? Or almost all of them. That's interesting. Fast and Furious 5-day experience. Good. Okay, same thing with this. You want to talk about the key branding across each of them. So it's only until Halloween 4, in fact, that we start to use non-Roman numerals. So that's significant. You probably want to pick up on that. H2O was called H2O because it was Halloween 20 years later, and it was going all the way back to that one. And you can see here we've got Jamie Lee Curtis in this one once again. And then Resurrection, we've got Jamie Lee Curtis in that one, yeah. We've got the mask appearing several times, but it's only from there that we actually see it. These 2 films didn't actually feature Mike Myers in them. This one didn't, certainly. Okay, so this is good. We've got the comic books. Okay, again, we need to talk about that branding across all of them. That's what's missing from this at the minute, just that level of detail there. Okay, these are nice. Again, you want to talk about how the style has not changed. It's consistent. The branding there all the way through. Saw 2, it's using the 2 cut-off fingers. Saw 3 is using the 3 pull teeth. That's really important. How that particularly is used in the Fairground Ride video. Yep. Okay, good. Yep, good. Several elements like the 7 heads. Yep, good. Okay, so I think we still need to explain what a franchise is, though, as it's a series of movies that develop the sort of themes and narrative because it's obviously successful. Okay, so we've got trailers. Good. You need to analyse this, though, so you need to talk about how you've got that there. That doesn't maintain brand identity because they're not different. So you want to talk about, it's an evaluation, remember, so you want to talk about whether this is actually going to work or not, because that is a different brand to that. Halloween, Insidious would use that font. So again, you need to talk about the differential in that. Again, the mummy doesn't appear in the trailer, so that's another thing you want to talk about, is actually how effective is this, because surely the monster that you're promising on the trailer needs to be delivered in here, or maybe made some sort of allusion to, and that wasn't done. So again, that's something you might want to kind of work on in your evaluation, to talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of that. Yep. Good, we've got gifts. I'm liking that. Much better. Yeah. We talked about the website there. Yeah, good. Yep, good. Yeah, okay, so you talked about those. So if it's interactive, you need to show me how it's interactive, because that's not interactive, that's just a picture. So I would be very concerned. I'll be a bit concerned about that, because I need to know what the interaction would be. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just a bus stop poster, isn't it? So be careful of that. There's nothing interactive about that. Okay, that's interesting. So explain why you've got them like that sideways on. That's interesting. But it does make a good. Yeah, you probably have a release date or something, I would imagine. No? Again, release dates or coming soon or something. You know, film posters don't normally just have that. Also, the actors, so that needs work, because you wouldn't do that. Look, and you've got the certificate, theatres out. That's an advert. You know, you need more than just that on there, I think. That's nice. Very good. You'd normally have the name of the film down there. Good, you've got it up there. Excellent. You'd have the release date of when it comes out. Okay, yeah, we've got iTunes, endorsement. It's brilliant. I really like that. That's a lovely bit of work. Mummy issues. Very good. So what's the track listing? Simon. Mummy issues. Okay, yeah. Again, be careful, because your one night's different there as well. Okay, that's nice. The little Lego mummy. Very good. Upside down. Yeah, very good. Liking that. So again, talk about this stuff. Talk about how the mummy is your focal point of your campaign, which you're showing me this, but you're not writing about it. You know, the whole point is that the mummy is kind of your branding thing. It's your Mike Myers. But nowhere here have you talked about that. Yeah. You've got slashcrew here as well, but what about the record label? Because you know, that's the problem with this one. It doesn't show understanding of cross-media convergence. You wouldn't call it slashcrew productions. You know, it would be released from. Look, it says Geffen Records there, so that can't be right. You need to tidy that up. Again, it wouldn't be slashcrew productions. It would be a publishing company. So it would be publishing or something. So you've really got to go back to this section here that you've missed, which is this here. Look. So look, they've talked about the iconic figure of Freddy Krueger appears on everything. Yeah. So that's the sort of stuff you've got to talk about before, as well as all the merchandising crap. You know, very similar of a dimension behind the cover. Yeah, they talked about how the colours work there. So just coming to your section, you can see here, like look, home video, music entertainment, television and gaming. We don't have that, which is why none of this makes sense, because it wouldn't be just, you know, it wouldn't be that production company. It wouldn't be Geffen there, you know, it would be, and your production company would be on there as well, because you own the rights to it. So I'd be careful of that. Yeah, this section here doesn't have anything to show that you've got a gaming arm. So you know, you've not explained what cross-media convergence is. So James, that's something you've really got to work on, that section. Okay, explain what cross-media convergence is. Use your notes from last year if you need to. Okay, yeah, good. Again, similar issue here. We've talked about that. Yeah, not talking. So look, Microsoft Studio. So why would Microsoft be making your thing? And slashcrew Productions, you'd want that to be actually your company. Yeah, that's something you've got to sort of look into. Okay, also, there's nothing really discussed here about synergy. The fact that if they play the game, you've not even used the word synergy here, in fact. Okay. Netflix, good. Again, you need to have the. No, that's fine, that works. Yeah. Okay, the one night ride. That's good. You got the mummy there. Yeah. It wouldn't be Universal Studios Florida, because that would be a property that they own. So you've got to be careful about that as well, because that's not your company. This is nice. I like that. That's very good. Sequels, EL. Okay. It's the same picture as well. There's nothing in it that's two, and it's a different font. So if anything, this is just undone everything. If you go up to the top here, you'll notice Saw 2, Saw 3, even when we look at your other Halloween, it's not the same image. They change the image each time, don't they? Yeah? Fast and Furious, number 2. It's very different to that one, isn't it? Spaced out differently. Yeah? So I think you need to work with that font a little bit. I think you need to come up with a different design, because that's not gonna work. Yeah, it doesn't mean there needs to be 2 of them, but there needs to be something a little bit different from just that image on there, okay? So maybe consider what else that could be. Right, conclusion, there needs to be a lot more than that. Yeah. Again, if you look at the conclusion from this team, theirs is substantial. It's talking about, so it's a reinforcement of the continuity across the brands. How effective was it? You've not answered that. You've just said these are the benefits. You've not said actually whether you managed to maintain it or not. And there have been certain instances where you haven't. There's been instances that you have. So at the moment, I'd say, you know, you've done a lot, you've produced a lot, but I think the actual written stuff, the understanding, the branding, synergy, and cross-media convergence isn't as strong as it needs to be. So we're probably looking at the kind of B- area at the moment, simply on the level of understanding, but you have made an awful lot of stuff. Okay, thank you very much.